welcome to Main Pod Girl.
This is a podcast made by Popheads for Popheads.
Every episode, y'all can check in with us where we discuss your burning questions, as well as what's happening in pop music.
Throughout this series, we'll be chiming in on our favorite recent discussion threads and chatting with some of our all-time favorite artists and music commentators.
What's up? I am an alt-pop artist and songwriter, Solicinto.
And I'm a pop rock artist and songwriter, AJ Marks.
So now let's introduce our main Popheads mod girl and repeat main pod girl Larsonist. Riri is here with us today. Say hello to the people, Riri.
Hello, I'm maybe a larcenist, but I'm not here to commit crimes.
Yet.
She just got out of a 10-year sentence.
Not me being slandered.
Looking forward to the next 10 years. And we also have a super special guest today with multiple songs, over 1 billion streams to her name on Spotify alone. Her first international album, So Good, was the second most streamed by a female artist on Spotify. Not just that, but she has had 6 top 10 singles in the UK. And I was blown away when I saw this. 19 top 10 singles in Sweden. Wow. 4 Brit Award nominations, multiple worldwide hits, and the 4th biggest selling Swedish act of all time. She made her first appearance on the podcast almost 2 years ago, but returning to talk to us about her new music, it's our bestie, Zara Larsson.
Hi. Woo.
How are you? How have you been?
Good, I'm good. I love that intro.
Thank you.
Isn't that amazing? Just like wherever I go, I want people to say that before I step in the room.
Absolutely.
Gas.
Right? Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It sounds good. It sounds good. Yeah, it's good to be back. Good to be back with you guys.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you for
coming
coming
back.
Yeah.
And also, you did this all before you even turned a quarter of a century old. Girl.
Yeah, and now we're getting old.
Now we're in the next phase of life.
The older you get, the faster it gets. Like, I feel like life is just going faster and faster and faster.
Do you think that's because we've lived longer? So I feel like every moment just counts for less?
Totally. I remember being in maybe 3rd grade and like the summer break for school was about 2 months. And oh my God, like 2 months when I was 8 or 9 was...
That's like an eighth of your life.
Like basically,
Not really, but
you know what I mean?
it was a lot.
Was so long. And now 2 months, like we're already 2 months into 2023. Just like that.
Yikes.
Oh my God.
That was a reality check if I've ever had one. Yikes.
So reality check aside, let's start off with an icebreaker.
Okay.
We thought we'd do a new icebreaker this time on what we've been watching on streaming.
I've been watching, I think like everybody else, I'm currently watching The Last of Us. Yeah, my boyfriend forced me. I'm usually, it's about zombies and like infected people.
Yeah.
But I'm not usually like a zombie girl, but my boyfriend just forced me. He sat down and he said, we're going to watch this now.
He did you a solid.
But I think, like on HBO, anything on HBO, you just know it's going to be quality. You just know it's going to be budget. It's going to be the actors, so you don't have to be scared that you won't be entertained. But I find that one very good because it's not really about zombies. I was pleasantly surprised. It's more about, relationships and how they deal with the emotional like bonds and the traumas that they're going through. Like it's very much about like the relationships with the characters more than like zombies. I'll have like a little tear in my eye. I love that. That's the things I really enjoy. But then, sometimes it's just nice to relax and watch like Love is Blind. Or I started watching Perfect Match, which is like the all-star people of like Love is Blind. What else? The Circle.
Oh, there was someone from Sexy Beasts on there.
Yeah, like
which was the show I was on. I was
AJ was
I
on Sexy
not
you were
Beasts.
on Sexy Beasts.
Yeah, I was like, I was not asked for this.
Have you seen Sexy
my
Beasts?
Oh yeah, wait, I went on it. Oh, it only came out after our last podcast. Yeah, so I was the parrot.
No.
Do you remember that episode?
Right. Oh my God. It's a really fun like idea for a show. But all those dating shows, I'm like, do you guys have anyone actually been in love? Like, are they still, isn't it one couple from like Love is Blind that are still together?
Yeah, I don't know if anyone on Sexy Beasts, like in general, like across
actually,
the entire show, found love. I mean, it's very quick. Like you're on set for like 3 days.
Totally. You want some more airtime, baby.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's so much prosthetics that I understand why they don't.
God. How long was makeup?
It was like 4 hours.
Oh my God.
But we just played all of Rihanna's biggest songs because my makeup artists were really into Rihanna.
Okay, period.
It probably didn't even cover the 4 hours. Like you would need to sit there for maybe 8.
We didn't. 4 hours putting it on, 3 hours taking it off. It'll cover at least some of the Rihanna singles.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That is a huge discography, actually. I never even thought about
It's
like
huge.
how long it would take to listen to all of it.
Just the hits, just the songs.
Yeah, that was like
big.
the thing with Super Bowl when she was doing that was like not just like, oh, I'm so excited for her to play her hits. It was like, what is she gonna bring? Because she has so many.
Speaking of too many hits to count, you have a new song called Can't Tame Her.
Can't
Tame Her.
You're in your Miley era.
Yeah.
It's the same vibe, same energy, same two crazy, untamable girls.
Absolutely. But you worked with MNEK and Danja on that.
Yes.
I was so shook to see Danja worked on that. I was like, that's a big credit. How was that?
Yeah, so he, I would say, I mean, he's amazing. And he did like additional production on this. But I would say he's on like a majority of the songs. Yeah, on my album. Which
Slay. I was so hoping you would say that.
Yes.
It's a big slay. And like, I feel like nobody does drums like Danja. Danja and Timberland, they are like untouchable when it comes to that. So it felt really, really incredible just to like have him working on my songs.
Absolutely.
Very excited for the whole project to come out and for you guys to listen to it. It's ups and downs and high and lows and very dynamic, but the sound of all the songs are just, they feel big. You know?
That's good. That's what we like. That's what we like to hear.
I love that.
Yeah.
So we have a little game that we want to play with you.
Yes. So this is a game that we like to call It's a 10, but... And basically what we're going to do is give a song. We think this song is a certified 10, but we're going to put a little twist onto it. And then we have to all decide if the song is still a 10 out of 10 or if it's somewhere else on the scale. The very first one is We Can't Stop by Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
But it features Snoop Dogg and Fetty Wap.
Oh my God, like 11.
11. I'm with you. I think it's around a 12. I think that's what it
Bring
needs.
back Fetty Wap. Hello.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That was a time. That was a time.
That was my frat party era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Come my way.
And I feel like also they would do really well on that track.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely. Fetty can do anything though. That's why I'm like, why do we let Fetty go? Like, why do we let her flop?
Where did he go?
Where did he go?
He's still making music.
Read his wiki page.
Oh my God. Put Fetty on a Danja-produced song on the new Zara Larsson app.
Yeah, no, that's a solid 10. That's a solid 10.
The next one is Kill Bill by SZA, but it's in the style of Made You Look by Meghan Trainor.
Wow. Like a little drop situation?
I don't even know how that would go.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine it. Wait.
Yeah.
I would not have my Gucci on for that one.
You know, I think it could work really, really well.
I think
just
so
the
too.
melodies of it.
Especially if SZA's doing all the acapella stuff in the background, the doo-wops.
Yeah.
I feel like it needs to be like a little faster, maybe, but other than that.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like it's a 9. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be as good as the original, but it would be close.
If y'all are going to rate it that high, you have to make a TikTok dance for it. Period. Start promoting now.
I'm on it.
10. I think it's a 10. I think it will make you even more like sing-along friendly.
So the next one is Unholy by Sam Smith and Kim Petras, but it's from the priest perspective, and that's inspired by Todd in the Shadows.
Oh.
Spicy. I want to be that priest, to be honest.
These are all bangers. Like,
They're all
would it not be a
10s.
10?
I think it'd still be a 10.
I feel like, you know how Dark Lady by Cher tells this really big elaborate story of like she goes and sees this dark lady and blah blah blah, and they laughed and danced and lit the candles one by one, whatever. I'm not Cher, I can't do her justice, but I feel like it would be spicy, like the way that Cher sort of sings that story. That's a 12 for me.
Maybe it's an 11. Yeah.
Story. I think it's also would make it even like more interesting, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely. Because what did happen in the body shop, you know?
No.
We need to know.
I'm trying to see in
As
the
long as
body
the priest
shop.
is not super judgmental, I think it'd be interesting if the priest is maybe changing their perspective on the whole thing because they're like, damn, that's some hot stuff.
It could be like a Swedish priest. I feel like our priests are usually quite like, you know, a cool, like 35-year-old lesbian.
Hell yeah.
know?
Okay, Swedish 35-year-old lesbian priest. I love it.
Your standard Swedish priest, yes.
I want to be reincarnated as that. That's what I want.
To be reincarnated as a Swede.
Yes, please.
No, a specific 35-year-old lesbian Swedish priest.
With like a cool side cut. And she's like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And I feel like if she asked me to like let her step on me, I'd say yes. Like that type of energy.
Yes. Sure, priest, you can step on me.
We're in a body shop. It's fair game.
yeah.
So the next one is Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo, but it's produced by DJ Khaled.
Oh.
Another one.
Yeah.
Got my driver's license.
Banger. You know that will go up in the club.
I feel like, yeah.
Last night. And then it's like, like the middle eight.
Oh, yeah.
Is that song in a major key? Because I feel like you could go, major key.
I would
Best
love
music.
to hear that. I can't really imagine it. I'll give it that one I'll bring down to like a 9 because I think it's so pretty the way it is.
Yeah.
But still, it's very generous. You know what I'm saying? Like I have high hopes for it.
Yes.
I'll go like 7.5. What about you guys?
Right.
The thing about DJ Khaled is that I feel like he would either feature like one of my like favorite pop girls ever on it, or he would feature like some random person on it. And it's Driver's License.
He does
So
love a feature. That is true. He's like, I'm gonna have a minimum of 3 people on all of my songs.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Pretty
it'll be
much.
like Lil Durk, Future, and Lil Wayne.
right, he's in his permanent Nicki Minaj era, basically, is how I look at it. I give it like a 6.
Okay.
It might be a 12 though. I don't know.
I think it really depends. Yeah, I think it really depends. If he does shout major key, then it's a 10 for me. But if he doesn't, then it's probably like a 6.5.
Oh wow, that major G brought it up that much. Interesting.
Last one is Crazy in Love by Beyonce, which we all know is a 10, but it's originally performed by ABBA.
10.
Yeah.
No, 500,000.
500,000.
This is not a visual medium, but Zara's face was like, is this even a question?
She basically looked at us like, what the fuck?
She's like,
No, I love.
instant 10.
It's a minimum of a 13 for me.
Wow. So good. All of these are really good.
I need
It
this.
could actually work.
Yeah, absolutely.
ABBA, take notes.
Yeah.
I would love an ABBA and Beyonce collab. Like, just please.
Like that is my brand.
Renaissance Act 2. If you know anything about Act 2, you don't have to share, but
But please do.
just know that we're thinking about that.
Because, you know, in my head, it's Beyonce who would ask, like she, you know, like ABBA would be like, I think they would be pretty down. I think it's Beyonce that would be like, do I want to do this? Like,
Beyonce should just join ABBA, though, for a whole album.
In my opinion, if Beyonce can join Coldplay, she can join ABBA. Period.
That's
true.
True. Yeah.
That is very true. And
a good
back to
point.
sort of talking about your new stuff, your new music. You've recently released your absolute stunner of a track, Can't Tame Her. When did you write it? And like, what was going through your mind when you wrote this song? Because it feels really personal while it's still really fun at the same time.
it's definitely really fun. I think when I wrote it was not too long ago, actually. So I would say maybe 6 months or something. We did it in Sweden. So me and Manike and 2 Swedish producers called Mother did it. And we had a couple of days, like 3 days. And how I like to do it is usually I start, a verse and a chorus, and then you move on to the next idea. You do a verse and a chorus, and then you move on to the next idea. But this one, we started writing the verse and the chorus, and then we just continued to write the second verse, and the bridge, like it just wrote itself basically, and that's usually a really good sign of us having something really good in our hands. And then when it was finished, we just, we couldn't stop playing it. It was just on repeat. And I think me and Monique have previously written songs that are, because I'm also speaking about, a girl from like third perspective. I am talking about myself, but I'm not saying like I go out, I do this, I do that. It's she goes out and she's doing that. She parties all night, and she got that magic energy. So it's a really fun way of telling a story, I think. And I think it's also really fun to listen to it for the listener to kind of relate to that themselves. But it is definitely about just like letting loose, being wild, being free, like embracing that unapologetic side of yourself a little bit more. And that's how I want to feel throughout this whole year, throughout this whole album cycle. Like it really gives me such a boost of confidence when I listen to it. And I feel really empowered.
Also, you're singing lower in the verses than I'm like used to hearing you singing.
Very low.
Yes.
When I've done it live, I did it live first at a Swedish like music award show. And I was like, yeah, we're going to take this up. Like,
Yeah.
I could. It was so low. And I don't usually do that. Like, it's hard for me. So it's definitely a little challenge. That's funny you say that. Because then when I do it live, we have to step it up.
Oh my God. I've totally been there where like, I don't know about you, but I just like writing songs that are hard for me to sing. Like, I think it's subconscious. I'm just like, oh, it's more fun. Was it kind of like that? You were just having fun and you're like, oh, this is like
and
sexy.
And then when you're in the studio, it's like, oh, it sounds really good when you listen to it.
Yeah.
The studio version, like, and I actually love that it is lower and it's a different vibe. It's a bit mysterious. It's a bit, ooh, I'm a powerful woman. But you rarely think like, well, how the fuck am I going to sing this live? Or sometimes I think that in the studio and like, how am I going to do this? And then usually it ends up being okay live. But with the low, I'm really not a low register kind of girl. Usually it's the opposite, where I write songs that are really, really high. And I'm like, oh my God, how is this going to go? Where you record a song. Like I remember when I recorded Symphony, and I'm like, how am I going to perform this live?
Yes.
It's also the most disgusting vowel with Symphony.
Yes. It's so hard. The first time I heard that song, that's literally what I was thinking though. I was like, damn, she ate,
Oh, I thought you were going to be like, that's what I was thinking. What a disgusting vowel.
No, I'm like, she nailed it. No, I phrased that horribly. I phrased it horribly then.
It's hard, but at least it sounds good when you stream it.
The low parts of Can't Tame Her, though, I gotta say, my favorite part. Like, and I love that the second verse is different, though. Like, I love that my favorite part is just that first verse, and then it goes into something else for the second verse. Like, that's like one of my favorite like songwriting tricks recently is just having two melodies and kind of running with it.
I love personally to do a different second verse.
Same.
Yes.
Unless it's like a really solid, because I don't know, something about it makes me want to like, we're on a journey, the song, we're taking a journey and we're starting here and then we're going here and then we're progressing to something. Mm-hmm. And that's why usually I feel like it's really, it's forgiving when you are taking back. So the middle 8 is basically the first verse. Yeah. Just again, which I feel like it's okay because you've kind of spiced it up a little bit with the second verse. Like, so it doesn't feel super repetitive.
It's also
kind
higher
of like having, and it also doesn't have a pre, it goes straight into the chorus. So you won't hear that like the same type of sections like over and over again, except for the middle age, which is the first verse. So it feels like, it's almost like hearing the pre again, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's nice. It kind of, it works with the brain chemistry.
I mean, on a similar train, like, how do you feel about key changes?
Ooh, key changes are exciting.
I love personally.
Yeah.
Major key.
Specifically, like, obviously growing up in Sweden, we have Eurovision, and Eurovision loves a little key change.
Yeah.
Not you exposing their secrets. Key change wins you Eurovision.
It's literally like take a shot if there's a key change in like Eurovision drinking
more
game.
key changes. We should bring in like a lot of key changes.
Do a Eurovision song.
Literally, yes.
Have your Eurovision moment.
Yeah.
When Love on Top came out,
She knew what she was doing. She was watching Eurovision and she said, I'm going to do that.
She said, I'm going to make up for all the key changes that are not in popular music right now. I'll just put them all into one song. Make up for
Celine Dion was our key change icon.
That's
and
true.
then they came for her.
Who's they?
they took her away. Yeah, who's they? The Men in Black.
Anyway, I want to talk about the new label, Summer House, and I want to talk about buying all your masters back and the absolute girl bossery of it.
I know, right? It feels incredible. I obviously could never have done this without the people around me and like even Epic, who basically allowed for this to happen, and Ola, who sold it to me. He thought it was very important that instead of selling it to somebody else or people who weren't even like involved in my music would get their hands on it and make, money from it in the future. And I wouldn't get to have power over my music. And it's just such a beautiful thing to be able to have control and power over the things you've done, even the songs that I didn't write. So, before I started writing, it's like just my whole like Uncover or, my parts of like everything that I've done, Lush Life, all the songs that feels like a huge part of my identity as an artist, I now have control over, and it definitely was a great opportunity that I would never have said no to. So now, the record company or the record label that I have is basically now just for my, I'm just working with my songs and my catalog. But then in the future, I might like sign an artist like in 20 years if I feel like I want to maybe help somebody else or producers or writers, like I could do that. But for now, it feels great to also be in a position where I feel like I have more power in just like the boardroom or, because I'm still signed to Epic, but I own like a larger portion of the percentages now until my contract is up. I have more of a say in certain things, but it also, comes down to me being like responsible at the end of the day for all the things that I put out. But that's exciting.
And like in a big way, it shows too that you have more say and more agency with that, because I can't like go anywhere without hearing about Can't Tame Her.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's like so ubiquitous this time around.
I love that. No, it's exciting. It really is. And I think I also got to a point where like specifically like creative stuff, even visuals and that, I learned also during this like album cycle or just single cycle that I think I have good taste. And like, I think the things that I do are really good. So
I can back
sometimes
that up.
you don't have to.
No, I agree.
I like my taste. I've just been in my head about like, because I started so young and I surrounded myself with, I was lucky enough to be surrounded by like real professionals, really good songwriters and really good producers and really good choreographers and really good stylists and really, I feel like, well, you guys are the professionals. Like, what can I do? Like, why would I have a say in this? Because you've done this way longer than I have. And, all of those things. And now I feel like, no, I actually know what I'm doing. And I think my style and my taste in things is just as important, if not more important than anybody else's in this industry. Because at the end of the day, like it's my stuff that I'm doing. And I think I am kind of over putting my creative control in somebody else's hands because it fucking always turns out not the way I want to. And then it's just these middlemen doing things. And sometimes I feel like it's just these like creative guys. They just go on and want to make their own little mini movie that has nothing to do with me, or they want to make their own little fashion collection with just like my budget. And I'm like, wait, but this is not how I wanted it to look. Like, this is not what we said. And they're like, yeah, no, it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. It's just like, the works in the process. Like it'll be amazing in the end. And then in the end, it's just like, oh my God, no. Like, I've definitely scrapped a few videos like before. I've definitely been in like situations where I'm like, how did we end up here? So I think it's just time to also just trust myself. And yeah, like I said, I'm the person who is responsible for the end result. But at least if I do it myself, then I know, like, well, at least I did something that was ugly, and I don't have to, if it ends up being that, I don't have to like blame somebody else for it. But luckily, I feel like so far so good.
Some people don't know what goes into creating the visuals for an album.
Yeah, and it's a lot. And I've definitely learned that too over the years, that it's so much more detailed. If you want it to be the way you like it, then you would think it is. Like it's a lot of work behind every little single thing. That's why I think it's incredible, the fact that you can even, when I see, a movie and then you see the credits and it's like, oh my gosh, like all of these people have come together to make this movie. The communication has to be A1. It just has to be flawless. And that is really hard, because sometimes I've been in meetings or, with creatives, and we speak about things and I show them what I like and they show them what they like. And we have like hours and hours and hours of conversations about what we want to do. And then sometimes I get something back and I'm like, how is this what we talked about?
Right. Oh my God. Yeah.
It happens so many times. Like I can't even explain to you how often that happens. But I do think there's so much power in not necessarily doing it yourself, but being in control. It wasn't that I didn't want to. It was just that I think I was just lacking a bit of confidence in it. And now I've realized that, no, I can do this. I really can. And it's so inspiring to see like a lot of guys being really bad at their jobs. Because it proves like, oh my God, all you need really is confidence.
Honestly.
Let's put your girl bossery to the test. Let's see if you can really make a hit. Now it's time for another round of Popheads Gone Viral. Okay. Nowadays, so many older songs are going viral and even climbing at the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100. We're going to give you some songs that we think could go big in the charts once again through 4 different methods. And you have to choose which method you think would make them go viral.
Okay.
So we're going to first give you the methods.
Yeah.
So the first one is the song would feature Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
The song would go viral again through a TikTok dance.
Yeah.
Number 3, the song would go viral because it's the new hit song from the new Jukebox musical. And number 4, a blast from the past. This song will go viral because someone has made a Cups version a la Anna Kendrick. We're going to take those 4 methods, make these songs go viral again by choosing one. The first one, I'm Like a Bird by Nelly Furtado. Are we going to have it feature Justin Bieber? Are we going to do a TikTok dance? Is it the new hit song from the new Jukebox musical, or is it a Cups version just like Anna Kendrick?
You know what speaks to me? It's either Justin or a Cup song.
Ooh.
Justin, really?
Yeah. Why are you surprised by the Justin? I'm surprised by the Cup song.
Are you in your DJ Khaled era?
No, because I'm thinking like I'm Like a Bird is nostalgic, right? And I want him to like really come back with like the purple jacket and the hair.
Yes.
And also like play on the nostalgia.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it would really play on a lot of people's heartstrings.
I'm also totally here for the featuring Justin Bieber. So that's also my vote.
I totally hear it. Yeah, I was thinking
I get it now.
Hit song from a jukebox musical, just because I could see someone like on Broadway, like just nailing that.
Like a bird.
Like that.
Yeah.
Just like big.
Oh, that's a good one. I think, you know what? They're all really good. Maybe. Now when you say it, Justin or the musical.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm gonna go with Justin because that's what I want.
I'm just surprised that you even were leaning toward the Cups version to begin with.
I could totally see that.
Why the Cups version?
You know what? I was actually watching that video, like her music video for Cups yesterday.
What?
It popped up on my YouTube, like the algorithm, and I was like, So I think it's just fresh in my head.
It's coming back already. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God, the algorithms
Something's
want it
happening
to
in
have
the
a comeback.
universe. Like the universe is trying to tell me something.
Literally.
So
It's saying make a Cups version of Can't Tame Her.
Oh my God.
I would watch that, period. Let me know when you upload it.
I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
that'd be so hard to do, that drum beat on Cups. How would that
Yeah.
even happen? How many cups would you
Danger
need?
would take care of it.
let's make Danja do it.
Oh my gosh.
Our next song is Ponde Replay by Rihanna. So featuring Justin Bieber, TikTok dance, jukebox musical, or Cups version.
This is a TikTok dance for me.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I could see that.
No, I think TikTok dance, we're all on board with that because I think that's going to be huge.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I agree.
Now we just got to take dance lessons.
I mean, Zara's already on that.
I know you've been doing the Can't Tame Her choreography. I'm like, wow. Oh, speaking of wow, the choreo at the 2020 EMAs performance of Wow.
Yeah, that was fun.
Amazing. My friends actually were like, can you ask her like what the rehearsals were like for that and like how you prepared for that?
They were really intense and it was really nice because we could obviously do it like we probably did it 5 times and then just picked like because it wasn't live. Love that about 2020.
Which all award shows kind of should be now that like
You know
after
what I
seeing that
mean?
one and then the Doja
So,
Cat
I
thing
know,
on
right?
that, I'm like,
we
ooh.
could really be like more creative and we could play with like, okay, cool, like that version was good, but like we maybe we'll want the camera to come in on like the second verse like this. So we could like work with it a lot. And we could also like because we were producing it, we could pick like how exactly, you know, like the angles or, you know, where I would go, just how everything would look and how everything would feel. And it would just be like, it would feel the creative freedom was way bigger than just like showing up on stage and then doing the choreo and the song. So I thought that was a really, really fun experience, especially since, you know, the set and the stage was very simple, you know, it's just a stage and I'm just in a black outfit, but we wanted to just say, hey, motherfuckers, like I can perform anyways.
Yes.
It doesn't need to be a lot of lights and a lot of glitter and that. It was just me and my dancers and we were just getting it.
How much prep time did you have for it?
You know what? It wasn't too bad because I had rehearsed for, I think, 2 live performances already. So it was really nice that I kind of had the like framework of the choreo already there. And then we added some things or we changed a little bit here, a little bit there. But I think in total, like a week or so.
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was actually, that's a lot of rehearsal time considering that usually you get like maybe 2 days tops.
Back to Popheads Gone Viral.
Yeah.
Yeah. This iconic bop is one you probably know and love. Call Your Girlfriend by Robin.
Are we going to have it? Feature Justin Bieber, which would be very funny. TikTok dance, hit song in a new jukebox musical, or Cups version?
So I'm kind of back to the Cups version
Yeah,
on
me
this.
too.
Same. Yeah.
I don't know why.
Cups version or the musical? The musical is also saying a lot of things to me.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Call your girlfriend. No, it's something about the cups. I don't know, guys.
It actually
The
is like that
melody?
perfect song where it's like the melody
Yes.
stands out so
Yes.
much. And I feel like that's what made the Cup song so good.
Yeah.
So-
no, this is a cup moment.
It's
Yeah.
a Cups moment.
Oh my
It's a Cups
God.
moment.
Yeah.
Cups came
All right.
through. All right. We're
Everyone's
all in
agreed?
that. Everyone's agreed
Yeah.
on that.
Wow, this is a very unanimous round of Popheads Gone.
Wow.
There's never been this unanimous.
Oh my
I do
God.
feel like there's a spot for like TikTok dance with it though, for like really scorned women
Yeah.
who like want to take the song. Yeah, I feel like there's like, you know, that like 30-year-old woman who's been scorned and is posting the story time
35-year-old
about her
lesbian
husband cheated
priest.
on her. Yes, the lesbian priest. Yes, I feel like there's like a flavor of TikToker that would love
That's
doing
true,
a
it's
dance
true.
for that. But I'm with Cups.
That's 35-year-old lesbian Swedish priest talk.
Me in another life.
If anything, I could see it instead of like a TikTok dance. It's like one of those viral TikTok trends where it's like you just have text and you're just sat there and you like read the text, you know, and it's something really like the tea is fucking hot in the text, you know.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like that could also be maybe,
That could
with, like-
totally be the thing.
but that's not an
Right,
option.
with
So
lighting.
Yeah.
Well, it should have been Megan.
yeah, sorry.
So the last one is My Humps by Black Eyed Peas, featuring featuring Justin Bieber. Yeah, featuring the CEO of TikTok. hit song from the new Jukebox musical and Cups version, I'm thinking this would be a great Cups version. And
shut up.
I would also, obviously, a great TikTok dance. I would love...
Get out.
I would love to see Justin Bieber on this song, though.
I actually would love to see Justin Bieber on that too. I can't lie.
You know, I feel like that'd be a great musical song because they'd have to make it a little bit more PG for like the little kitties in the audience.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel
like
camels.
I was just about to say it's camels.
Right?
That is not what I signed up for.
That is the exact thought that I had, and you need to get out of my head because I was literally.
It's scary that both of us had that thought because it shouldn't happen.
I also
Let's
feel
be
like
real.
we haven't been treating the musical moment with respect.
It's true.
That's true.
You know, it deserves a little bit of love.
Yeah, especially Fergie has a lot of history with doing musicals, so.
See? Isn't it Nicole from Pussycat Dolls? She loves the musical, doesn't she?
Nicole, absolutely.
Yeah.
She was supposed to be in the Black Eyed Peas. She was supposed to be
Really?
the original Fergie, yeah.
I love that
original
phrasing.
Fergie.
She's the original Fergie.
As if the Duchess isn't the original Fergie, but you know what I mean.
Wow. What a slap in the face to Miss Queen Nicole.
So are we
Should
doing?
we give it to a musical?
Yeah,
Like a musical?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. You guys can do musical all you want. I'm thinking Cups version.
Okay, contrarian.
Wow.
My cups, my cups, my cups. There you go.
Okay.
I unsubscribed. I left the Zoom.
Yeah, well, I thought I did something, but it's okay.
The Cups version, like I cannot tell you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I spent like when that came out. I don't know about y'all, but I spent until like 3 a.m. in my bedroom
Like
with
doing
my
it.
plastic cups trying to learn the fucking song.
Wow. That's commitment. I looked at it and I knew it's not gonna happen.
Nope. I do not have the talent for that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm good.
I still can't do it. I was not born for this purpose.
I found like a fucking YouTube tutorial or something, and I just learned it in my bedroom until way
Do you
too late.
still know it?
It's probably muscle memory, much like your
Yeah.
choreo, you know.
Yeah.
Try it to the Cups song and then get back
Go
to
get
us.
some cups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
Go
now.
get some cups now.
Right now.
Do it.
So you already have 3 albums out, 2 international ones, and then your little Swedish album.
Yeah.
If you had to describe each album as if they were like friends in your friend group, what would you say about them?
What are their personalities like, you know?
I would say my first record is she's actually a little bit more serious in a way. Like my first, like one that is only out in Scandinavia, basically. She has dynamics, but she can like, she cries a lot. No, you know what she is? She's not sad. She's just like a really good listener. And she's one of those friends that if you're going through something, like she gives really good advice because she's been through it, you know? And she goes to therapy. And she, like,
I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
She's an empath.
Therapy queen.
Empath. Yeah, she's caring. She's like, I'll be there for you.
I love that.
But still, she can like cheer you up. But she's like a little bit more like,
Tender.
yeah, and she got depth. And then so good. You don't always know where you have her. She's a little bit everywhere, but she's always a good time.
She gives me the vibes that like she would bring you a coffee from Starbucks.
Right.
Like she'd pick you up and be like, I got your favorite order.
Oh no, that's poster girl to me.
Oh, okay.
Like poster girl to me is the girl. If you're like, do you have a tampon? Do you have gum? She's like, of course. Like she has everything.
Yeah. Like, let's talk shit about men. Like, yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, you know what I mean? She's like, I got you, girl. Like, what do you need? I got it.
It's so good. The one that like picks you up in their car and there's just trash all in the car.
Yeah.
And like,
Somehow she always smells good. Like,
Yeah.
okay, she's messy, but she's not dirty. You know what I mean?
Yes.
She's organized chaos type of girly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like,
There
it's
we
like
go.
some sparkles in corner. Like, oh my God, I got some like sparkles on my clothes from like last night. Oops.
She's always got really nice nails.
You know?
Yeah. I
But
get
her
the
car's
vibe.
a
I get the
mess.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me.
And this upcoming album, I would say she has, I think, just more jazz hands and more like,
New music video idea.
like more like, hey guys, like, let's have fun.
Like,
Like, I don't
lighten
know,
up,
just
yeah.
be like silly.
I mean, you've always been like so funny and silly online.
It's just a part of my personality.
Yeah,
and
like, it
I
really
would love
shines.
people to see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so nice to hear that you're going to show a little bit more of that. I think it's important to focus on levity and just bringing light into the world in your way that you can do it.
At least that's where I am right now, for sure.
So would you say that she's like well-rounded? She
Very
like can make you laugh.
She's dynamic.
Yeah, she's dynamic. I like that. She's dynamic.
She's in a pantsuit, but she also has like a little goofy hat or something.
Yeah, she like in a pantsuit, but when she turns around, it's like she's backless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
With chaps.
Yeah, her ass is out. Yeah.
Exactly. She's like, oh, you thought this was me? Surprise, bitch.
Surprise, jazz hands.
I got layers. Yeah. She's the true onion.
I love it. So the new album is a true onion. That's going to be the headline.
Shrek is quaking right now.
I think so. I mean, it's not fully done yet, and we don't know where it's gonna go. But for now, I would say it's the framework of the songs are there, and it feels she is really like lyrically just also she has a bigger vocabulary. She's a storyteller.
She's got that lexicon.
Yeah.
She got shit to say, and she has her thesaurus out. Yeah.
She's a bookish girl. She be loquacious.
Loquacious.
Write that down.
Oh my God. Well, thank you so much, Zara, for joining us. If people want to follow you or find out more about what you're doing, where should they go?
Zara Larsson everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify.
What's your favorite platform?
To consume, I would say TikTok. And I do like posting on TikToks too, but oh my God, I love close friends on Instagram. Like that's really when they started doing that close friends, I was like, oops, I just stopped posting. Yes. And it's also fun because I post like a lot, and I post not weird stuff, but like I'm very opinionated on my close friends. And it's nice because usually it's not necessarily like my close friends. It's just people I know wouldn't judge me. They would know where I'm coming from, you know? And so close friends or TikTok. What about you guys?
Well, you can follow me at AJ Marks Official on all my socials, but I prefer, honestly, weirdly enough, I prefer Twitter now.
You've been a Twitter king recently.
I really like consuming Twitter. I just need to remember to not go in the replies because
I know
because I'm always expecting it to be like Popheads where it's like measured and you have a lot of good discussion.
No,
but it's always like outsold
Yeah.
Floppiana or whatever. And I'm like, I can't do this.
Well, that's like what's scaring me. Like Twitter is so good for information and like if what's happening, like you just go on Twitter and people are talking about it, but then you read like your mentions and your replies and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna
peace out. No,
it's honestly like a platform just meant to like be as opinionated as you possibly can in 240 characters, and people go for it. But for me, if you want to follow me, you can find me at Solaginto. That is SOLAGUINTO on all social media and on streaming services. Right now, I'm just Sola because I'm in the middle of rebranding and I don't have new music out. But I just re-released one of the first songs I ever wrote called Self-Destructing. And yeah, my favorite platform right now is TikTok.
Yeah.
For me, I don't wish to be perceived, but I am spicy and my close friends. So if you're on it, shout out, I love you. But I am a doom scroller on TikTok, and my algorithm comes for my life every day and attacks me with shit I did not need to know about myself. So I am a TikTok girly at heart.
Yeah, same. I always get those videos where it's like,
you've been scrolling for way too long.
I know. And I'm like, oh, like I just recognize all of it now. And I'm like, oh, God, big arms.
Like, nah, get this dude out of my face. Like,
honestly.
It was so good to see you guys.
Yeah,
I can't wait to talk to you guys again. Maybe when the album's out.
Absolutely.
Yes, please. Yeah, you're always welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much to Zara. Thank you to all of our listeners. Thank you to Noah for the theme music. If you like what you hear, please rate and review us on whatever podcast platform you're listening to us on right now. And yeah, okay,